Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Broads Media. Welcome to the Chocolate Man Podcast. I'm your host, Rosalind Perkins. Today, we got a great show today. We will be talking about is being a step parent worth it? Let me take this. What's going on, Rando? Salute, salute, salute. Give me 1 second. Let me take off this theme. I don't know how this theme got on or this graphic. Why y'all didn't say nothing about the graphic? um, all right, there we go. But we will be talking about is being a step parent worth it? Right now, I got stepfather, but I will be changing it into step parent. Is taking care of somebody's children worth being the father figure, the mother figure, the nurturer, the provider? We will be looking at a few videos today. We're not going to do what we do on the Bronze Media because that's more of a current event political thing. But today we will dig deep into being a step parent. Um, Off the rip, I will say this: have I ever been a step parent? Absolutely not. Have I ever had step parents? I wouldn't call them step parents because they were worthless towards my mother and father. So, one guy was broke, and my mother was supporting him. The other woman on my father's side didn't work for damn near 15 years of the relationship, and my father was with her for 15 years. So, I have seen the negative side of being a step parent. If you're a bum, give me a second. There you go. And I would say this: can't post messages to some channel. The straight. Um, and I will say this: just being in somebody's life, that is a good thing. But instead of being selfless, let's talk about being selfish at for once. You know, give me a second. Let me reset this. Settings and stuff. Just give me a second, everyone. All right, we're good. I just had to reset the camera and stuff because I wanted to see if that ring will pop back up, but it didn't. But yeah, I would say this. Be would I ever be? I would say this. If I would ever be in a person's life, I would have to understand where we will start from. You know, like what's the rules to this relationship that we have? You know, I think everybody should know where they stand with this child, how this child is gonna be, what cans and cannots you do. Meet the father, you know, all this and that. And when I say meet the father, it's out of respect. You know, it's not like, oh well, you know what, I'm taking your spot. No, it's out of respect, you know. I'm with the mother now, you know, how would you want to do this, you know, because you have say so in this relationship too, because your children, you know, it don't have to be an alpha male thing. It don't have to be like who's a beta, anything of that. It's about the children. But before we start talking, like and subscribe and comment in the live chat. And also, the only way you can comment in the live chat of YouTube is to be a subscriber. So subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. Also, I will ask you to share. You know, share this show because you know people do look at this show, and we do get more um audience members when you do share. If you don't notice. Also, if you want to donate to the Chocolate Man podcast, also known as the Bronze Media channel, I will be putting it up on the stream right now. Give me a second. Uh, Put that right there. And also, I will be telling you, I will be doing a lot of talking today, so don't mind me. Um, so we will just be talking right now. I'll be talking to the audience for 30, 45 minutes. Then we'll get busy into the, you know, the conversation. You know, so how's everybody doing? I hope everyone's doing great. You know, I'm doing fine. I woke up probably like 4 hours ago, 4 or 5 hours ago. Had to get the children on the bus and stuff. Get the children on the bus. I just made me some breakfast that I didn't eat yet. I just made some noodles. I didn't have time to make anything. I got some eggs on the stove right now, some boiled eggs. So I will be going in and out for the next 15 minutes before we start. Also, we have Super Chat, we have Cash App, and we also have Venmo. So when you do see that, those are the things that we do have. So definitely click the link and definitely Cash App is great. Super Chat is great too, and also I'm really thinking about doing the Chocolate Man podcast Thursdays and Tuesdays. It'll be a little bit more easier, but I will miss the audience. So I'm thinking two Thursdays and Saturdays. We will be putting I will be putting up a poll on YouTube, so definitely do the poll. See what should we do the Chocolate Man podcast because we definitely we're heavy hitters on the Bronze Media podcast. Within 2 years, I think we got almost 100,000 easily. views. So yeah, that's a accomplishment of mine, but yeah. But how's everybody's doing? I hope everybody's doing great. I hope everyone's living their life and actually having a hold on a second. Save that. And also are doing things that they love. I think that's very important, especially in this world right now that people are going through and going through. I do talk more about that on the Bronze Media podcast, but today is more about self help, relationships, empowerment, finances, dating, lifestyles. We do talk about lifestyles on this show, so definitely I have had one of the craziest lifestyles, probably between a lot of normal people. So yeah, I can say it was a great run, man. Being a father, would I expect my kids to do that? Absolutely not, because it will fuck your life up. So I will say that it'll fuck your life up, to a certain extent. Um, I would like to say this to the audience. We are also on Facebook right now, so if you go to Aroshalim Perkins, you see my old logo, and you'll see that that's this brand. This is the show that we are talking about. So definitely click on that. Click on friend requests, and you'll get the business part of mine. I do have another one. That one is family based, so definitely um I wouldn't give y'all that one, but we are on Facebook right now, everyone. So we are on 5 channels right now: Kick, Rumble, Twitter, and YouTube. So, like I said, it's a great thing because we are seeing new things. We are going into new channels, so we will be in a different base of doing things. So, thank y'all for people who do come onto this show on a daily basis. But today it's gonna be, like I said, a cool, calm, collect day. So we're not gonna get into mostly, pro black things or pro foundational black American things, as people call it. Um, Great thing about this channel, I want to say, is that I learn from others as well, with relationship, finances, and other things. When this show starts to get a little bit more kick, you're a shitty role model for kids. Uh, Ping one. Read the title. This isn't the Bronze Reaper. This ain't the Bronze Reaper podcast today. It's the Chocolate Man podcast. That's one of my my audience from the Bronze Reaper podcast. And that channel, we get crazy, but you have to tell some of them that it's not that channel today. It's a little bit more laid back. Um, laid back, cool, calm, collect, and stuff like that. So it's like I said. But yeah. If y'all want to know who's that guy, that's Peng One. He's from Canada. You know, Chinese fella that was human trafficked over here in the early 2000s. So sometimes you gotta let him know a few times so he can understand. He's it's Peng One. Um, but like I said, today this is going to be a great show, and we're going to be talking about parenting. Is being a step parent worth it? In this era, I didn't write no notes down today, so I apologize. I will be writing notes down in the future for the Chocolate Man podcast, so definitely stay tuned for that. But I do want to Pig, I might have to sit you down for this show because it's not trolling today. I'm trying to be serious too. This is why I say, yo, the Bronze Reaper podcast gets crazy. Pig, I'm sorry, man. I have to sit you down for today, man. It's no love lost. It's just because it's not that type of show, my man. I'll see you tomorrow night. Have a good one. Oh my god, I have to say, I have to put him in timeout, everybody, because Ping. If y'all don't know Ping, Ping is a good guy. It's just he don't know when to stop. And Ping, what you can email me, so don't forget you can email me as always. With the Chocolate Man podcast, we always have everybody on from Pan Africans to white supremacists, racists, regular racist white people, foundational Black Americans, Moors. We have those type of people on that show. So don't mind Ping. This is why I always tell people, what's going on, E Will? Salute. Is being a step parent worth it? Depends on what it is. I think it could be a good and bad. I was thinking the same thing. E Will. You know what I was thinking? You can actually affect a person's life in a good way. Um, but sometimes you got his ass. Got his ass up. Yeah, we had to get him out. It's not that type of show, Evo, today, so I had to sit him down. I hope he understands, but bro, you can't do that on this show. That's why I say I have to see you. I'll see you tomorrow, but we can't do that on the show today. I will say this: you can't. It could be a good thing. We're gonna talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly. We will talk about the good right now. The good things about it: you can affect somebody's life, you can change somebody's life. Um, you could fix the holes that people, children have in their life. An understanding, a father figure, a mother figure, and a provider or a person who holds the foundation down. So provider and foundation. Um, those are always great things. You're showing them how a mother and father is supposed to be, even if you're not blood related. So like I said, shout out to the stepfathers. I'll give you an example of mine. There's this girl. She was a Cape Verdean girl from Dorchester, Roxbury. She was actually married, so legally married. She had a daughter. I would have loved that daughter like it was my own because of the love I had for her. Um, and one of those type of things, I wouldn't mind dealing with the father. And the reason why I say I wouldn't mind dealing with the father because of the love that I have for the mother and out of default the love I would have for the daughter. So I would know what I'm signing up for. Would I put my name on the thing talk about, oh yeah, I'm the father? No, I wouldn't do that because that she has a father. You don't want to go out of boundaries. And this is where I said in the beginning that we should, like, if you do get in a relationship with the mother, yeah, you should meet her father. If you meet in the daughter, you should meet the father. You know, it's just so you don't step on nobody's toes, you don't get out of line. It's just you can know what you're jumping into. You can say, okay, I do want to deal with this. I don't want to deal with this. This ain't worth it. You know. So it's there's a lot of things that can go good and bad with that. That was just the good parts of the relationships, you know. Also, the girl, the daughter, your stepdaughter or son knows that you're not the father, but at the end of the day, they know the lines that they can step. You know, and this is where I say this is where you do need the father. You know, if you're saying something to the daughter, um, she don't have to say, "Oh, I'm going to tell my dad," because you know what? If the father knows that you love his daughter like he loves that daughter, or you love his son like he loves his son. You know, it's not nothing hidden. It's not okay. Let's wait into the future. Then after that, I'm gonna think something's up. I will always think something's up if you tell me last. And like not even just last, but down the line where shit can happen. Like you already planned this. You know, it's like, hold up, what about my children? Like I don't give a F about your relationship, but what about my children? What are you trying to do? This is my daughter. You're jumping into a relationship that can affect my daughter or my son. You know, so those are the things those are the things that I always try to avoid. Like, yo, let's meet the father, let's bring him out for dinner and stuff like that, you know. See what his do's and don'ts. It's just like I said, it's if more hands are involved, the easier the lifestyle for the children or the child. Um, more easier that than the lifestyle would go. You know, I would say that the lifestyle of let's put it this way. Let's say if me and my baby mother are not, you know, in good. Well, my baby mother's weird. Let's say my children's mother is, you know, we go our separate ways, and she takes the kid, or I take. Let's say I take the kid. I'm gonna let her meet the one I'm dating because she's gonna. I mean, those kids is gonna be in the picture, and I will ask my children's mother, okay, what are the do's and don'ts that you don't want, you know, blah 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 to do? What should we always come to you for? Oh, this, and that. I want to teach our daughter this. You know, I want to have these things. You know, and I think those conversations sometimes it might not be good, but they are healthy or uncomfortable. I'm sorry, the word is uncomfortable, but we need to have these conversations. You know, um, if you don't come clean and tell them about these conversations, your relationships will end up like Matt Barnes and what's his name, Derek Fisher. Matt Barnes putting hands on Derek Fisher because this his teammate is around his kids and nobody didn't said anything. Everybody else knew except the father. I would try to, and I always tell people I would try to avoid those type of relationships, those type of just those type of relationships in general. The reason why is if you be more truthful, people will be more people will be mad, but they will be understanding. You know, like I always tell people, I always got mad at women not because they did something, it's because they lied or they try to hide it. Because you're insulting somebody's intelligence when you do stuff like that. You know, it's not like, oh well, you know, oh well, you know, This just happened. No, it didn't just happen. If it just happened, I'd rather you tell me now. Like, oh, yo, this happened yesterday. I apologize. And the first thing the first question is gonna ask, do you really like this person? You know, that's all it is. Do you really like this person? Um, if you say yes, you be honest. Yes, I really like. I'm digging this girl and yada yada yada. Okay, well, you know what? You go see what happened. Just keep our kids safe. That's what they're gonna say. Keep our kids safe. You know, I don't think people get that, but that's what somebody's gonna really think if they're mature enough. But the bad part about things like this is you will make people feel uncomfortable. Maybe the kids might be uncomfortable. The kids might be confused, like, yo, what's going on? Why is he here? I'm gonna give y'all an example. I remember my mother, and this is why, like, even with my mother, I don't let her meet nobody of my friends, family, or just in general. Um, and I'll explain why I have a bad relationship with my mother. This is one of the reasons. Um, one of my good friends' uncle kept on popping up in front of my house. Kept on popping up in front of my house. I'm like, yo, what are you doing here? Oh no, me and your mother going to take a walk, yada yada yada. I was like, oh shit, I know what's gonna happen. So me at the time, I was selling. I was selling weed, getting my money here and there and stuff like that. I don't have to work. If I do work, I'll probably work like what, 6 hours, 5, 6 hours. But I'll still have money stacked. Then after that, the walking around starts nigga popping up in the house and stuff like that. So I'm like, yo, what the fuck is going on? So I started getting more distance. I was like, yo, I have seen this before. I have seen this before. You know, now these niggas is in a relationship, a whole relationship, and they tell me late, not knowing. And the thing about it, it's not, it's not that they were in a relationship. It's that they did it so sneaky. Like niggas is stupid. That's why with me, I don't need no friends, bro. I'm fine. I got enough friends. You know, but at the end of the day, my mother ended up kicking me out for no reason. And she was aiming to kick me out. That's the bad part of these relationships. Somebody's gonna get the short end of the fucking stick if these kids are adults. Like, let's say, like, but I'm gonna be personally honest. I've been getting kicked out ever since I was 13. I've been getting kicked out ever since I was 13. I don't care about that. It's you do what you do, man. I always got a place to go. I can always go back to the projects and chill. You know, one thing I could say about the projects, I can always go back if I don't have no money. If I don't have no money, if I ain't got no place to stay, just the whole 9 yards. I could go right into the projects and have no problem. But my mother kicked me out, and I say, yo, this is the last time I'll ever do this ever again. I will never. I told my mother I will rather live in a homeless shelter than to go back to your house. Cause these are the type of things that happen when people play step parent. Some people don't want to play step parent. Some people just want to deal with the relationship. And because after that relationship ended, my mom talking about, oh yeah, don't forget about the family. Nigga, what? Like, like it is to me. It was always contradicting with my mother. Closest thing I'll deal with my mother is staying with my mother for probably 1 or 2 days if we ever have another relationship. Me and my mother don't have a relationship, and it's cool, you know. I think things are meant to end anyway, so I don't look bad. I don't I don't look at it as a bad thing. I have never looked at it as a bad thing. But this is just a lesson that I learned is that even your family will turn on you for an outsider. All this thing, and the thing about it, the guy hoodwinked my mother. This man talk about he's a Christian and all this, and that. He believe in God. I was like, man, you're Cape Verdean. You're Catholic. I didn't even say anything. Best thing my advice my father ever gave me was said like, yo, get your shit ready because your mother's about to kick you out. What are you talking about? Your mother's about to kick you out. And within a week, I got kicked out when my cousin got killed. Like shit like that happens, man. I will always tell people things are supposed to happen for a reason. Don't ever take it as a bad thing. Ever take it as a bad thing. Me per se, I would never take it as a bad thing because you know why? Like life isn't over. Life isn't over. That's just one part about. That's only a little crust of being a bad thing of being a stepfather or a stepmother. The next thing is trying to discipline them. They're living in your house rent free, but they think they don't got rules to follow. You tell them to do something. No, I'm not doing that. You're not my father. Once you hear that, it's like, yo, it's over. And it's not that he knew the games; he know how to pimp the system. He knows how to pimp the system. You know what? And I always usually do it this way. And this is just me. If I ever dated another woman with children, I will always say this. You're not your father? Okay. I'll tell them, oh, yo, you need to do something. If not, I'm not trying to tell you to choose between your kids, but I'm leaving. If your kids don't want to follow the laws, if I'm paying bills in here, if you're living comfortably and your children don't want to listen, and as your child said, I'm not the father, you need to do something. I'm not trying to tell you to kick your kids out, but at the end of the day, something needs to be done. They don't do it, both of y'all gotta leave. I'm not gonna just keep one and not the other. Y'all come as a deal. You could be like, I love you, but you cannot stay here, mama. You or your kids. I am not gonna be paying rent, paying utilities, paying for the car that you have, having you live the life that you want to live, living comfortably. And this goes for the husband too. And kid don't want to follow rules. I'm not disciplining the kids. I'm not whooping the kid's tail. I'm not doing nothing. I'm raising this kid like it's my own. And this kid don't want to follow the rules. Well, what else you want me to do? That's the bad part about things like that. The ugly part right here is things can go left. Anything can go left. I'm just being personally honest. Anything can go left. From From loving a woman that has kids and the husband, the ex-boyfriend is crazy or the baby father's crazy, to parents, their parents, telling you, oh, don't let him talk to your children like that and stuff like that. That's not his father. Then it's like, yo, you know what? I'm not dealing with your family. This is a you problem. This is a you problem. Oh, but that's my mother. Okay, that's your mother. Then you know what? We don't need to be together. This is a wrap here. It's not that I don't love you, but I can't deal with this in no relationship. That's how you gotta be, man. And the thing about it, it's not that you don't love the person. It's just like, yo, you got to keep your peace as well too. Your mental peace, your spiritual peace, social, physical, social. And don't forget, when all those three are broken down, you know what's next. Physically, you're not gonna be there. Physically, you're gonna be weak. You're gonna be weak. It's not that you don't love that child. Doesn't mean you don't love that woman. It's just like, yo, there's too many, there's too many chiefs in this relationship, and you're not even having sex with these people. You're not even having sex with these people. Give me a second, everybody. I'll be right back. All right. All right. I'm back, everyone. But I will say this: there are things that you can do. I just named three things: good, bad, and ugly. But there are things that you can do in these relationships. It's a lifestyle that y'all can have. Me, I always have been a lifestyle type of person. And when I mean a lifestyle type of person, I don't want to meet your kids. At that time, I don't want to meet your kids. If your kids is there, I'd rather them be asleep. I'd rather be out there at night, out in the morning. I'll take you out on the weekends when you have a babysitter. Oh, you got the weekend to yourself. You can stay with me. We could go get a hotel or something. We can go out to the bar and get some drinks. Give me a second. You could go out and get some drinks. That's how I always was when women that I dated had kids. There's only probably two women, maybe three women I met who had kids. One was the Cape Verdean girl I told you about. Her daughter is an angel. I'm telling you, that girl is an angel. Um, this black girl, light skinned girl that I used to date, and she's probably the only light skinned girl I probably ever dated in my life that was black. I usually date dark skinned women. If they're not from a different culture, but black women wise, I prefer dark skinned. And I'm talking about black American. I'm not talking about like a different race, like a different ethnicity, like Cape Verdean, Trinidadian, Jamaican, the, Asian, African. They could be any color that they want to be. But my preference with Americans, I always prefer dark skinned women. But this one, the light skinned one, she was an angel too. She was a great person too, but her baby was so young too. That was another thing. I think her daughter was great. She wasn't my cup of tea because I don't know. She didn't want to be attached to me, and kids loved me at the time. Um, like I said, you'll be surprised. Um, you meet them, you know. That's why I always say, yeah, they can be there no more. But there was this other girl. She was like probably like 8 years older. She's probably right now. I'm 40. She's probably like 48 right now. 45, 48. She was always older than me. I thought she was so beautiful. She was light skinned too. I went out with two light skinned women who had kids. She was older than me. It is because I like older women. I always preferred older women. The oldest I ever went out with was 21 years older than me. So that was older than my mother. My mother's 17 years older than me. My father's 21. So she was like my father's age. So she's like 61 right now. I will say this. The only bad thing about that type of lifestyle is you'll have less time. You could talk on a phone, but if you're not a phone person like me and you're always out and about, then there might be some conflict with that. There might be some things that she might be like, "Nah, I'm not feeling this." You know? And like I always tell people all the time, there's nothing wrong with that. It's just that relationship is not for you, you know? Give me a second, everyone. Yeah, it just that's all it means. That relationship isn't for you. It doesn't mean that she's a bad person. She's not worth it. It's just that relationship isn't for you or her. You know, because like I said, I was always in the streets. We were different, but at the end of the day, we actually did love each other. Me and that older girl did love each other. And like I said, we was like 8 years apart from each other. Um, like, and this is the thing too. With her, I will always like if I have money or like when I become successful with this media stuff, I will help her out. I will help out a few girls. And the reason why is because they always have been a part of my life. You know, a lot of these people changed my life. A lot of these people, you know, made me of who I am, made me a better person, made me think, okay, certain things I'm doing, I need to stop. Um, Especially with women who do have kids, you know? To me, like, that's why I always say time is money. This is why, like, yo, I hate being late to certain things. Now this is why I bought this system. So if I need an extra 10 minutes, I can hit the theme music and stuff and get ready and get everything ready. You know, so if I need to take a break, I'll hit the music, boom, 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 you know, all of that. You know, that's why I carry two agenda books. I carry two agenda books. Most people don't know that. I carry two agenda books for a reason. Um, I always thought that was important. But let me also say this. If anybody is thinking about getting into a relationship like that, definitely do think about it because at the end of the day, you're not just affecting your life, you're affecting two other people. Um, you're affecting the time that you're spending with a person that probably don't have a father or a mother. A person that you're probably changing their life, but you don't think that you are. You don't think that you are doing anything. You know, you are. So, and I'm gonna say this: if you just go off and take that away, it might be traumatizing a person. I have seen kids that had their father taken away. Like their father just left, and the son just goes crazy, talk about "fuck you, bitch" to your mother. Don't tell me the fuck to do. Yes, even with adopted kids. I seen this Ethiopian kid told his mother, "Shut the fuck up, you bitch." And I'm like, yo, what the hell? I'm like, yo, why are you talking to your mother like that? Yo, she's making me mad. I'm like, bro, just walk away. I'm like, don't talk like that to your mother. I'm an older, you gotta understand, I was an older kid. I was like 21. I think I was like 22, 21 at the time. Me and my ex-girlfriend was 19, 18, 19. And and her father, and they're going through a divorce. Her father and mother's going through a divorce. And me being an alcoholic at that time and a weed head and a pill popper, it wasn't helping. Me popping up random times at the house and stuff, fucked up, needing to be taken care of. She was like, "Yeah, I'm done with this nigga." I don't think I was for her anyways, you know. You'd be surprised, man, and that was the first time I almost got married too. I was about to marry that girl. I was a few girls ago, and I'll say this. This will probably be another topic question, but I will say this: being married, things decrease. Probably age, health, all of that. It's like I remember we were talking about this earlier. I was saying that like, yo, you get married, you might not get that blowjob that you used to get every morning. You know, you might not get that 2 or 3 times that y'all like to have sex. You know, 3 or 4 times of having sex a week. That shit might go down. You know, you might not get those roses every day, every other day. You know, like I'm gonna be personally honest. I haven't given anybody gifts before until my children's mother. But when I did give gifts to my children's mother, I just don't like giving by her anything. I'm gonna be personally honest because she's only like certain things. Me, I'm a simple person. You get me a shirt, yeah, I'll wear it. I'll try to buy some sneakers to wear it with, even if it's like a cheap T-shirt or something. I'm just grateful that you bought me something. I remember the first thing I bought my children's mother, and after this, I just hated buying her. I hate buying anybody anything. I just start giving people money, like, yo, you go buy it yourself. Oh, it's the thought that's come. No, you go buy it yourself, my nigga. You know, I sent flowers to my baby mother for Valentine's first Valentine's. She told me, "Why you buy me that?" She said, "You could." I said, "You could have just took me out to eat. Those shits die." I'm like, man. I was like, this is why I hate buying people stuff. I personally hate buying people stuff. If I, that's why it's just easy to give people money. Like, here, you go buy your own self something. Oh, you didn't want to buy me nothing? No, nigga, you go buy it yourself. You know, it's just I don't have to hear you say, "Oh, what you don't like about this gift." You know, that's why, and also too, I have never bought women really anything. You know, like I really haven't bought anybody anything. You know, I like I said, man. This and also too. This is when my children's mother didn't have kids. When I noticed too, when I did start buying people who did have gifts, the difference when you do buy somebody who do have children and don't have children, the one who have children will appreciate what you bought them. Because at the end of the day, you don't know if these people are not getting help or are getting help. So always try to keep that in mind as well when you're dating somebody. Like me, you buy me something, yo, I'll be like, oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Sometimes I'm gonna tell y'all this. I remember, was it this year for my 40th birthday? Um, I did a show for my birthday. My whole audience stayed up with me until 12 o'clock just to say happy birthday to me and stuff like that and take a shot for me. Yo, you don't know how I was emotional, because not like crying emotional, but I was like, yo, damn man, like you don't know how much people care for you until you do stuff like this. So that's why I mean when I say like, yo, if you help somebody out who's a single parent, they probably appreciate that more than a person who don't have children, because at the end of the day, they appreciate somebody helping them. Like there is some good and bad things about it. There are people that are predators. Yes, there are women who have kids that are predators. They look for men who have money, and I gotta be personally honest. They look for people who have money, or they look for people who has ambition, and they'll prey on that person to make um so they don't have to work. So they don't have to work for anything, you know? But they just give a bad look for the people that do try to do things. And this is what it turns out to be. Like to me it's very nasty. It's very scary too, because and it's concerning, because at the end of the day, these type of people don't get no type of consequences of nothing. Like if you marry this person, you still have to take care of that person. Even if that person cheats, even if that person this is why I always tell people all the time, have your chips in place when rainy days happen. Like if you love that child, this is what I would do. God forbid anything happened to me and I have money. Those people whose children that I love, I will set up something for. Those children whose kids showed me respect, you have a little bit of something for me. Yo, here's 70, 80,000. I ain't gonna give you millions, but I'm gonna give you 70, 80,000, help you, give you a blueprint of starting a business or something, some type of business, because I knew you like to do this. Pay this person through college. It's not because of the mother, it's just because you love that child. But if the child's like, fuck you, you ain't my father, or fuck you, you're not my mother, I ain't giving you shit. Kick rocks. You will still try to do for that person. And this is just if you're a good person. There's certain things where you don't have to like depend on seeing that child. When you see that child, you always know it's a love. You know? And that's like that with me with certain people. Um I don't have to, I don't have to have no ill will towards you because of my mother or my father or my auntie and uncle. No, it's just sometimes that's just how things are. You know, everybody don't forget to like and subscribe and comment in the live chat. But the only way you can comment in the live chat if you're a subscriber. So definitely subscribe. And don't forget to share as well. Share this space in this show right now. So hit that share button. Tell people we're online. We're live right now. And thank you. Also, if you want to donate to the channel, the Bronze Reaper Media, because this is Bronze Reaper Media. It's not just only the Chocolate Man, but it's the Bronze Reaper Media. I'm gonna put the link down. I know I already put it down, but I'm gonna put it down again. And also too, if you scan that link right up on top, that's I think to my Cash App. Let me check. Give me a second, because I'm gonna get a new phone next month. Let me see what that scan is. Oh, that's to my Streamlab thing. So yeah, if you hit the Streamlab button, that's to the Streamlab. Um, so yeah, I will put the Cash App one up there soon. I will switch that and put Cash App for y'all. And definitely when you do scan it, that pops up. Someone scanned the QR code. So definitely that's what pops up when you do put that up there. So I will put up the Cash App one right now. Just give me a second and we'll remove that one. But like I said to everybody who gives Cash Apps and super chats and stuff like that, thank you. I do appreciate that. Tomorrow I'm thinking about doing Shots Fridays. If y'all don't know about Shot Friday, we usually do the Bronze Reaper podcast and we do shots. Also when I do chocolate man, I usually drink 1 or 2 cups of wine and we just get busy that way. Hold on, what's this? We'll watch that later. But yeah, give me a second, everyone. Let me just. No, I'm not gonna put that up just yet. No, I'm not gonna put that up just yet, everyone. So yeah, let me like slow it down. But yeah, being a stepfather is very different, or being a father, a stepmother is different. I will always tell people all the time that shit is a hit and miss. If anything, I would try to build relationships with the kid first. Help the kid. If they need you to go somewhere, definitely try to be there. Try to be there for their events and stuff. Tell them the great job that they're doing. Sometimes give them critiques. Sometimes, you do have people that'll just walk all over you and don't care. You know. Give me a second. But we will be watching. Give me a second. All right, take that off. We will be watching 4 videos today. Oh, what's that video I had? Give me a second. There's this video I wanted to watch. It's probably like 20 minutes long. Mm, give me a second. Where is it? All right, right here. Yeah, it's 20 minutes long. Um, give me a second, everyone. It's about this guy who's a stepfather and the likes and dislikes that he has with it. Hold on. I was gonna use it like this. I don't know how we gonna do this. Give me a second. Let me see how this is. Do it this way.
That's so neat.
I mean, that is the
taught
thing.
him
Yeah.
whatever he knew. So.
It's a grace. It's a grace. Oh, lead in my family to freedom. Follow with Christ to the kingdom. It's
You love Papa? Papa. Can you say Papa? Where's Papa?
Ask me why I feel great. I can feel the power of the grace. It's the grace.
All right, I'm gonna go get Penny.
Go get her.
I usually like to give her a toy where she can see it. I don't know if there's any over here though. All right. Well, I usually open the door and put a toy in there, but it's all good. She has ours. Are you ready to come out? Come on. Come here. Benny, come here. You gonna come out?
That's a nice room. I actually like the room. I will say that room is nice. It's marvelous, actually. It's a plain color because it's tan. I like tan. But I understand why they use the color tan, and this is great, man. I actually like this.
I'm gonna stay in there. All right, you're coming with me. You're under arrest. You have the right to remain silent. Say hi. Say good morning. Good morning. Say hi. Aw, the life of being a real dad. Because stepdads are the real dads. This is my real baby, by the way, though. So in today's video, I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about being a stepdad, also having a baby of, I don't even know how to explain that. I need my wife's help right now. So let's go to her. She knows best. I know a good number as well. Hey, honey, I'm talking to them about how I'm a stepdad and a real dad. And I feel like stepdads are the real dads out there. I think that's a good subject.
Stepdads are the real dads.
You gotta think. Like, think about, we have to step in and perform. We gotta, see?
Hi, sugar. Hi.
All right, go to mom. All right, guys, since we told you she knows how to walk. So go ahead. Go, baby. Go, go. Oh, she knows how to run, too. So.
Hi, sugar. Hi.
So, yeah, like how I was saying,
Are you scared? Why are you sitting over there?
no, it's fine. I'm not scared, really.
You sound scared. What's the real deal? What's going on?
I just want people to hear me out. Nah, but I think a lot of the time I feel like a lot of times stepdads don't realize that how much of an effect they have. And then also, I don't think people realize from the outside looking in how much of a struggle or how much of a difference it is than having your own child. In other words, like for instance with Penny, it's different. Mm-hmm. With Kellen, it's different because it's almost like I have this kid that is almost like a preset settings that I'm reworking the settings. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Now, of course, I'm not trying to be like, well, you can't do anything what you used to do. But it's like, it's just different. Mm-hmm. But for me, it's not different because that's what it's like I had a stepchild before I had my own child. Yeah. But I don't see him any different which for me, when it came to having Penny, I was thinking that maybe I would feel different about Penny, but it's just like it's the same kid.
Yeah, I think it's not different, like obviously like how you love the kid and how you raise the kids. I think it's different strategies that you have to take in order to raise them. So like with Kellen, like you said, there's already presets. So it's like a lot of learning opportunities on how to address certain things. And with Penny, it's like she's fresh, brand new. So it's just like you can already implement whatever it is that you want her to know.
Yeah, so that's the
Whereas
thing.
it's like with Kellen, because he was already 10 whenever we got
I think he
married.
was he 10 or was he 9? I don't know. He was young.
But it's
though.
like breaking down to build back up.
I think he was 9,
Yeah.
and then when we were dating, he was 10 though.
Yeah.
At the time. Like, there's a lot of things that there's a misconception, big time. First of all, that I don't know. It's almost frowned upon, which is unfortunate.
Yeah, well, there's like a whole group of people that are like, yay, stepdads. Like, they applaud.
What's going on? About to call you my name. What's going on, American Dream guy? I hope everything is well. This is. Let me put it back up because I had to sit. I had to sit your boy Ping down. He was doing too much. Today it's this is the Chocolate Man podcast. This isn't the Bronze Reaper. This is the Chocolate Man podcast. So we're not talking about stuff that we're gonna argue. No, this is the question is, and I'm gonna change the top. I'm gonna change the topic. Is being a step parent worth it? So that's the question. Is being a step parent worth it? You know, the reason why I wanted to ask that was because I don't know if being a stepfather or stepmother, there's a bad rap of it, but we do see the ugly side of a lot of things. Like the girl Rachel Lindsay, I think her name, off of Higher Learning, where the dude from TMZ who used to be on TMZ, that girl was paying child support to her stepchild because she signed them papers. So it's very different, and we're looking at the good side of being a stepfather, like, yeah, you might have to change how you talk to certain people, but talk to the child because the child already has his father. But you know what, you can have your kid and this kid can help you be a better father. It's like you're already getting training before you even have kids. You know, and she's a beautiful girl. Don't get that wrong. She's beautiful, but it can you deal with being a step parent? I already said, for certain kids I would, and like I said, it's how much you love that person. We look at Deontay Wilder. He loved his wife. He took the role of a father, but the kid didn't appreciate that. So yeah.
Stepdads stepping in and taking care of someone else's child. But then there's also like the whole group of people that are like, he's not your real son. You can't discipline him.
Yeah,
And it's just like,
interesting.
hold on, do you want me to be the dad or do you not want me to be a dad? Because I feel like if you wouldn't even acknowledge Kellen, people would be on you about that too. So it's kind of just like a.
But then again, it's different for everybody too. Because there's some people that, like, they agree on that's your stepdad, and then like that family is like, you can't say anything to him because he's not your son, or like certain stuff like that.
Yeah, I feel like it's different for everybody. But as far as like our family dynamic, it's
Yeah, it just
like we
depends on how your
don't
family's set up.
classify, or we don't say, oh, your stepdad. We just say your dad.
Yeah. It depends on how the family runs.
Yeah.
I mean, it comes with the struggles too. There's so many times where we're like, who taught you that?
That's so mean.
I mean, but it's
I
the
taught
thing.
him
Yeah.
whatever he knew, so it's like.
But I mean, there's even things with Penny where I'm like, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter who the kid is. There's things with Penny, I'm like, who taught you that?
Yeah.
That's the thing about kids. It's like they learn from you, from seeing, from watching you and observing. But then there's also things that they just pick up on, even if you haven't shown them it. Like you don't show kids how to have an attitude. It's just like they just have it. Like Penny, sometimes she has this look in her eye to where you're not sure if you're gonna wake up the next morning.
Don't eat that. Don't eat that. Don't eat that. See? Who taught you that?
Who taught you how to do that?
Taught you that?
But I think it's taking it even a step further when it comes down to parenting in general. It's not even about the title. It's about how much you've put into that person.
Right. Like, or really, like, what responsibility you
What
want
I
to
am
give
thankful
yourself
for, though,
of it.
I'm thankful for Kellen's dad still being in the picture, though, big time. Because it's like, I feel like that would be, which we don't have problems. We don't have, well, I would say this. We don't have the problems that you see on movies and stuff like that, to where it's like, well, I'm going to my dad's, or like, I'm doing it. Like, we don't ever see those problems.
Yeah.
But I'm thankful that his dad is still in the picture, because then I feel like we'd be dealing with greater problems.
Yeah.
That are just like little things like attitude and certain things like that.
I don't think people realize that his dad's in the picture
Yeah.
still. So I think that's the biggest like a misconception of our family dynamic, is like they think that you just came in and was like, that's my
Just
kid
wrecked the
now,
home.
and yeah.
There's so many. That's the tough part too. There's so many different things that I don't see just because I didn't look at it that way coming in.
Mm-hmm.
But there's so many things that people from the outside look in and they're like, what did he do? Did he like go in and like break up something, and or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then us, and not only that, it's like I'm only 10 years older than Kellen. So I feel like that was one of the big barriers that we had to deal with in the beginning, is him seeing me as an authority.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like it squared away pretty quick
Yeah.
when you whoop him. I know a lot of people will probably
In the
be
comments.
like, people
you
are
can't
probably going to
whoop him.
comment and say that. It's like,
This is how our family
this is how our family functions.
Yeah.
Like, if you're going to live in our house, you're going to follow our rules. If you go any other place, then it's like, obviously you follow those rules, but we have a standard.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of those things. I think it's bittersweet, but I'm thankful for it, because it's like, I can't picture my life without Kellen. And it's like, I wouldn't have it any other way.
Mm-hmm.
I just want more kids.
Do
Be
you?
careful, Penny, before we have to replace you.
What's one thing that you'd say that you struggled with the most, or as far as being a stepdad, that you didn't expect? Because it's like, obviously you become, before getting married, it's like you already planned for certain things, and you know, equipped yourself with the right material to be that dad. But it's what's one thing that happened or stood out that you weren't like, man, I wasn't sure, or you weren't sure how to handle it?
I don't think there was anything that I was unprepared for. Because I came in knowing that there's things that, like, as a father, you have to bring correction. I knew it was going to be hard. So going in knowing that it was going to be hard, I knew I was going to have to work at it. So when it came to, like, disciplining Kellen or anything regarding that, I knew it was going to be hard. It's like I counted the cost before I came in.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I counted it. I made sure everything, like, I was prepared for it.
Yeah.
Because if I wasn't, then I would have never went forward with it. That's one of those things you have to be prepared for. Did you struggle with anything?
With you being Kellen's stepdad?
Yeah. Was there anything that was like, I wonder how he's going to handle that, or anything?
I mean, everything. Not that I struggled with it, but it's like, I feel like once we got married and like we all did it under the same roof, that there was so much that like you were teaching him, but also teaching me. So
Yeah, I would
so
say
I-
that was a big thing during
so
the
a lot
beginning
of it
stages.
is like you're like, oh, who taught him that? But I'm just like,
So I had
we
to-
did it this way the whole time. So
I would say that was probably the biggest thing, is when it came to the beginning stages of being a stepdad, I wasn't so much dealing with Kellen, I was dealing with you.
yeah,
And I feel like me saying that, people are gonna be like, what do you mean dealing with her? It's like, we had to get our house in order.
right.
Or I had, as a father, as the head of the house, I had to get my house in order. So that was the biggest thing, is making sure that we're all on the same page. And I couldn't get Kellen on the same page if you weren't on the same page first.
Right, right.
So that was probably the biggest struggle. It wasn't dealing directly with Kellen. It was dealing with Kellen through you.
Yeah.
And showing you, like, it's interesting, me being someone that hasn't been a father, or a parent rather, and you have been a parent for 10 years, and I'm telling you, this is how you parent.
Yeah.
It's just interesting, like, looking back at that.
Yeah, so that was probably the hardest part for me, because it's like there's just certain things. It's like obviously I had Kellen young, so I kind of just like, winged it through the whole time. Just kidding. Like obviously I'm a good mom, but like there's little things that we did me and Kellen did
Get down
that
from
were
there. Get down from there.
things that we just normally would do. And so like when you came in the picture and we lived under one household, you would say like, don't do that, or this is how you want things done, and we'd be like, both of us would be like, what? But obviously we wouldn't say that. But it was just like it was a restructuring of both of our lives, because it's like your child is a byproduct of you.
Yeah.
So it's like I didn't realize that until afterwards. So it's like a lot of things that you would tell Kellen, I would go back then and have to restructure my frame of thought, because it's like if Kellen can't do it, then I'm doing it. It doesn't make sense,
Because you got to think about those beginning stages of our relationship and our marriage. Is think about how our life was, and think about like I would say the tension and everything we had to get through. Think about that and compare it to how we were living, and our prosperity and everything attached to it. Think about that and how we were living, and you can see how the process of getting into unity has changed everything, and how it's like when I look back, I'm like, I don't know how we lived like that, or like, you know what I mean? And the things that we had and everything was Mod Podge together
But you
to
gotta
make
start
it
somewhere.
to make it happen.
Yeah.
Like the apartment, our furniture. There's certain things from like, I don't know how we did it like that. And then looking at what unity does and making sure everything's in order, to where, I mean, there's just so much that comes out of being, in unity. Because then it's like everyone's able to focus on what they really are supposed to be doing. Like, because if Kellen's acting up, then it's hard for you to focus. If you're not in line, then it's hard for me to, do what I'm supposed to do. And it's just all about what we just learned about covenant and everything like that. It's like, if you don't bring your supply to the relationship, it's hard for the other person to bring their supply. I don't even think it's a step-parent thing. I think it's just a parent thing in general.
Yeah.
Parenting in general is, I feel like, same across the board, just everyone handles it differently.
What do you think about the term bonus dad?
Is that a thing?
Yeah, people say that, like bonus mom or bonus dad.
All right. We're done with that one right there. I want to say this. This is a good part of the relationship. This is if you have a strong foundation. But sometimes even having a foundation, ooh, excuse me. Sometimes even having that strong foundation, it can wear on you. It can wear on you, and as he said it, just jumping into this relationship, he prepared for the worst, so I think that was a great thing about this man, this dude right here, that he prepared for the worst. It wasn't like, oh yeah, I'm gonna fail anyways. It was like, yo, I gotta prepare for that storm. When this kid starts, wilding out and stuff like that, I gotta figure out what am I gonna do. you know um this is just how a strong infrastructure is. And I'm gonna say this. I like that about that guy, man. That guy was willing to try, and I'll say this. he was willing to go through the storm with his woman. You know, he and also don't forget, as he said, the father hit the what's his name? Killian's father, whoever the kid's name is, his father's still available. His father's still there. So that's a great thing. You know, as long as the father, that's how I look at it. The father was still there, so that's a bonus. You know, that's a bonus that that man's there. You know, we'll watch this one right here, and this is the difference from others.
Right? She wants her real daddy to walk her down the aisle. Now, let me give you a little backstory on me and my stepdaughter. She just graduated from university, which I paid for. Now, she went to an in-state university, but it still cost me about $40,000.
Damn.
Now, I also bought her a car. I bought her a car straight after high school. That way she could go back and forth to school. I bought her a car. She still lives with me and her mother. She does not have a job. Now, she's set to be married on August the 8th. And for the past 6
What's
months,
going
that's
on,
all her and her
Dorsey?
mother been talking about doing.
Give me a second. Being a stepdad is a thankless job. The kid never gonna tell you that he's grateful. Uh, do you allow the child to call you dad or by your first name, especially if he's real? He's his real dad. Is paying child support and visits. How much of your income goes towards another man's child? Facts. That's good to think about, Dorsey. I will say that that is a great thing to think about. You know, I will say that the reason why I say it's a great thing to think about because at the end of the day, what are you getting out of this? You know, are you okay of another person thanking their father instead of thanking you? You know, like you said, it's a thankless job, man, and those are the things that you have to think about. Should he call you step pops? Should he call you pops? You know, where's that relationship's gonna go? You know, how's his father thinks about it? It's just those are the things that we have to think about as a person who's coming into that type of environment. Um, will I call him a simp? No. And the reason why I wouldn't call him a simp, and this is just me, I wouldn't call him a simp because at the end of the day, he's doing the right thing for the person he does love. Sometimes the women that you do love have extra baggage. You know, I per se wouldn't be mad about it because this what comes with that territory. You know, he was a simp. I wouldn't say simp. The reason why, and this is the reason why I wouldn't call him a simp. I wouldn't call him a simp because at the end of the day, he's not doing something to a person that flows out says that, yo, I don't like you. You're not, you know, don't tell my kids what to do and just stay there and take it. You know, just a person who's a simp just takes abuse, verbal abuse, sometimes physical and mental. You know, I don't see like even Deontay Wilder. I don't consider him a simp. You know, because don't forget this motherfucker's from Tuscaloosa, Alabama. That's a small town compared to like a city. So once he seen her, she probably was saying like, "Oh well, you know, I really like you like this, da 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 da, this and that." You know, um, because I will say this, and I had to learn this the hard way. I always used to think the first impression is your best impression. Yes, but you can fake that impression. You could fake that impression until you get what you really want. Some women just do things like that to get a ring or to have kids. Then after that, They could have a part of your income, you know. So it's just 40,000, and yeah, he loved. You got to look at it too, Dorsey. He probably loved that kid, man. Like I was saying in the beginning, Dorsey. There are some people, even with myself. There's some certain women that, if they ever needed my help, even with their children, I wouldn't mind helping them. You know, that $40,000 fee is. Don't forget, this man been in that child's life for a very long time when the father wasn't there. So let's finish listening to what he was saying, and let's not, like me, I'm jumping to conclusions. So, and I didn't finish.
Being occupied with, being consumed most of their time. Now, her daddy, he don't contribute to not 1 cent on her. Not her education, not child support, which is partly her mother's fault because, she didn't fight for that. I guess that's just what the settlement was. And he only around to make promises. I do that for you, I do this for you, and then take off. And then she'd be heartbroken. But she adores her father, right? So, like I said, she's set to be married in August. And the wedding venue, I told them they could have it in my home. The wedding venue can hold about 250 people, right? Now I said, hey, I got a list of 20 people that I want to come to the wedding. I'm paying for this at my house. I want these 20 people to come. Do y'all know Saturday, I see one of my friends at the golf course, right? He's supposed to come to the wedding. I'm like, hey, I'm gonna see you at the wedding, right? He said, I only got an announcement. I didn't get an invite. I'm like, nah. I'll let my girlfriend and stepdaughter know to send out the invitations on these few people, and you're supposed to get an invite. He said, I got something, but it was an announcement. So we walked to his car because I want to check, right? And sure enough, it was an announcement. So I went and talked to my girlfriend and said, did you invite those 20 people to the wedding that I told you about? Man, she didn't invite none of them. She said 250 people was a little tight, and I don't think we can get your 20 people in there. Man, I was pissed. And the people that were supposed to come, they pissed as well. Then she's gonna say if any of the people that we already invited don't RSVP, then we'll get some of your people in here. I'm like, what? Man, that's crazy, man. Don't even worry about it, man. I'll just be mad. All right? So now, the crazy part about it is, when I check the invitations, they don't even have my name on them. They have her real daddy and her on the invitation that I paid for. I paid for these invitations. How you got a real daddy on there, her mama on there? Cool. Couple days later, I'm hosting the venue at my house, hosting the wedding family at my house, okay? It's me, stepdaughter, girlfriend, groom, and their parents, right? Trying to help everybody get real acquainted. Then a surprise guest shows up, my stepdaughter's real daddy. And I'm like, you know what? Cool. He probably just coming to the wedding, right? But tell me why my stepdaughter proceeds to stand up and announce that her real daddy is giving her away at the wedding. What? The wedding that I'm paying for, in my house, the daddy don't do nothing for you, is giving you away? And they were just so happy and smiling. Yay, great. Inside, I was fuming. Inside, I wanted to cry or punch somebody. Probably wanted to do both, honestly. So I took that time to stand up and give a toast as well. I said, I owe the groom and the bride a deep debt of gratitude because they have opened my eyes tonight. Oh, everybody at the table was just smiling. They have let me know that my position in this family is not what I thought it was. Oh, you should have saw the frowns, man. Now they mad. It done got serious. I let them know I am not the godfather or, the head of the family that I thought I was, the loved one that would be seeked out in times of need. Nah. I realized I'm an ATM. Yeah. So, since I have been replaced as host of the wedding, I shall be giving my financial duties to the new host. And I will back out monetarily. Yep. Now, after the announcement, a whole lot of snickering was going on around the table, right? A lot of mumbling. But they didn't say anything to me. Nobody addressed me now. Now, later that night, tell me why my girlfriend gonna come to me talking about how I'm ruining so much. How I'm ruining so much for backing out, and how her daughter ain't gonna have her dream wedding, and how her daughter ain't this and that. Okay, well, it's apparent that I'm not family in this family. So the family should take care of it, right? That's my stepdaughter. I mean, it ain't even my stepdaughter, really. It's my girlfriend. I just happen to be around her for the last 10 years. But tell me why the next day, my girlfriend trying to show me how much I'm ruined, right? She takes me to where they planning the wedding, and the wedding planner showed me, all the things they got going down, everything they got set up. I look at the venue. They got some father-daughter dances, right? That's my stepdaughter. 3 songs. I mean, it ain't even my stepdaughter. All of them cater to her real dad, not me. I looked at the food they got. 2 of the dishes got stuff I'm allergic to. I just started laughing. They want me to pay for this. His name on it, not mine. His songs, not mine. The food, I can't eat the food. And the 20 people out of 250 that I wanted, they can't even come in my house. Wow. Okay. It's wild, man. So I went on ahead and let her know I will not be there, and neither will my money. Yeah. And they would no longer be at my house either. And you would no longer be at my house or your daughter. Because, yeah, I'm not family. I'm not even important enough to be put up on the brochure. It's crazy, man. Yeah. So I let her know that I'm not paying for it, and you and your daughter can get out of my house because apparently we're not a family. Yeah, we just 2 people stand up in this house, and I'm an ATM.
Um, I will say this. Sometimes, and I'm gonna be personally honest. This is how a lot of people be feeling. Not even just having kids, just being a regular person. Sometimes people just feel like an ATM. Mothers and fathers. Like sometimes I feel like that. You know, like you're trying to do any and everything just to please people, and like sometimes this is what happens. It's just people don't appreciate it. People just take your kindness for weakness, so I'm glad that he did what he did. I think I will say this. I'm glad he has got out that relationship, because being treated that way, it's hurtful. You know, I understand why he's like that. I understand why I understand why he's, you know, that type of person. So yeah. Hopefully they'll get it together, and hopefully he'll get it together and he can do his thing. He can do his one too. Right now he's probably in a situation where it's a headache. It's a headache. So it's I'm glad. Like I said, I am glad that he realized it. So salute to him. I'm sorry it happened. I will say that. I'm sorry it did happen, because he didn't deserve that. He was just trying to be there. He was trying to be that father figure. And a lot of people, I'm going to say this, a lot of people go through that. A lot of people go through that where people, when people do so much and they get very little out of it. So salute to him. I'm glad he got out that situation, and he figured out that, sometimes the truth does hurt. Like the truth does hurt. And I hope all is well right now for him. I will say that. Let's see the next one.
father's gonna go to jail too.
Okay.
Because I have video of him driving. It's okay, you can record me all you want. He's a fucking little scumbag.
Okay.
Just like you.
Okay.
I don't care. You can tell your father's gonna go to jail too.
Okay.
Because I have video of him driving.
Okay.
Watch.
Okay.
Watch, you little. That's what you are. A little fucking bitch. Where's Daddy in Oklahoma? Where is he? Your father Jake wants nothing to do with your stupid ass. You psychopath. I'm stupid? Look at yourself. Nobody wants you. Your own mother sent you to a hospital. Don't you realize that? I didn't want any kids. And I told your nutty mother that 8 years ago.
Good. Thank you. Thank you, Bomb's Legacy. Thank you, Bomb Legacy. I was saying the same thing. There are some good people out here. Like, since 18, they broke up, and we still three closer. Yeah, I was saying that in the beginning. I was saying that sometimes you don't have to do. Sometimes just being there for somebody is great, and it gets you. It even preps you of having children. So that's a good thing to say. Let me see what you said. That dude looks like humble. Salute to you, SP man. Yeah, that dude. Yeah, it's you'd be surprised, man. You'd be surprised how like, cause I believe it this way. I believe in a certain situation, being a stepfather is great. You know, it could be great, but there is a good, the bad, and the ugly of these type of situations. And here's another one.
Because I saw how she acted with you. That's why, you dumbass.
Birdie, are you okay?
Daddy Dan's going to jail because I have video of him driving.
Yeah.
Remember the alcoholic who drove with you drunk in a car? You dumb.
First and foremost, what's going on YouTube? I hope y'all having a great day, whatever time of day it is. Just make sure y'all enjoy the day. Now, first and foremost, just so that we get context to this video and what's actually going on. The stepfather in this video is mad at the young lady's father. Just so we get context, he's mad at the grandfather of these children. I'm guessing for driving drunk with them or some other situation. He basically is saying that they are going to jail. But first of all, can we get a shout out to this man's knees and shins? Because I don't know how he took that many hits with that broomstick to his knee and shin. Little buddy would have been flying across the room a whole lot faster. I'm just going to say that. But this is the reality when you are a stepfather, how you have to fight against these kids. Now, we do know the older kid, Rocky over there in the corner, is his stepson. The little one, I think that might be his son that's going back. Now, if that's his son, he would have got knocked upside his head and thrown across the room. I'm not going to lie. And what's crazy, at the end of the video, she actually asked little buddy, "Are you good? You okay?" After this man wailed on his knees multiple times. First of all, that already shows that she's a bad parent just for how long she let little buddy wail on his knees like that. Break his cartilage down. He ain't no young guy. Them hits definitely, he gonna feel them in the morning if he ain't feel them right now. He gonna feel those in the morning. But this shows you that being a stepdad, this is what a lot of guys feel, but they don't say all the time because they don't want to either hurt they don't want to lose a stepmom and they don't want to F up the situation. But this is how a lot of step guys feel internally. They want to crash out on everybody. They want to crash out on the kids. They want to crash out on the mom. And us as young men, I feel bad for us sometimes because we've all...
Like, this is the thing. Where's the mother? Like, why the mother ain't stopping the little boy? That's not his kid. That's not his kid. Oh yeah, SB. This looks dysfunctional. And it's sad because at the end of the day, it's shit like this shouldn't be happening. Shit like this shouldn't be happening, but it is, and it's a headache. I know it's a headache. You know, I know he's like, yo, man, I'm about to get the hell out of here. He's like, yo, I'm not coming back. I'm not coming back. You know? So it's but all I gotta say is best luck. Best luck to that Warriors knees right there, man, because that kid was wailing on them shits. He was getting busy on us. Yo, and the mother ain't doing nothing. This is that's crazy. You know. Um, let's see another one. Let's move up.
Putting you on meds, man. A lot of these women don't want kids. They want them for the wrong reasons. And then once they have them, they medicate y'all.
When you're raising another man's child, that's mental illness.
Have you ever tried to do that?
That's crazy.
I've done that.
Oh, you've done. Okay, speaking
I've
from
done it.
experience. Okay,
Yeah,
got it.
it's mental illness. It's really one of the worst things you could do.
Raising another man's child is mental illness.
It's mental illness.
Explain.
Because
please.
you're raising something that don't belong to you. That's some horrible shit to pretend. That's like a gay man who wants to be a woman or a woman who wants to be a man. You're pretending to be something that's not natural. And nobody talks about it in our community. Men think that's what they should do. And you know what happens? Financial fucking debt. And then when your money is out, the pressure that's on you, the stress, you end up dying early. And you out of here. And don't nobody give a fuck. And the kids will love you, yeah, if you're a good person. But there's not stress. You ever notice that you can be a stepfather and the dad, the birth father ain't shit, but they still love that motherfucker like he paid the rent.
Right.
It's still an emotional.
Groceries in the house.
It's still an
They
emotional
still show
attachment.
love to dad.
Because that's their daddy.
Exactly.
No matter what.
Why should you go through that?
Wedding because her real daddy is the one that's gonna walk her down the aisle. So let me tell you guys about my stepdaughter.
We seen
right?
this one.
She wants her real daddy to walk her down the aisle. Now let me give you a little backstory on me and my stepdaughter.
All right, that one's over. It's the same thing that we watched. We seen this one. We're gonna do one more because this is a short show, everyone. We're doing 2.5 hours. This is a short, and I'm gonna land after. All right.
Think it's very delicate because you want to make sure that you do date a man who is comfortable and secure enough to know that he has to be number two.
Yeah, it's a very fine line, and you also have to see, okay, like you have to get your ducks in a row because there's obviously going to be the father of the child, and how is that relationship? How is the co-parenting? How is he in the picture at all? Is he not in the picture? Is he one of those like crazy guys who just causes trouble? Because that's going to make dating for you even harder.
Yeah.
And so, but you have to be honest with yourself and realize that you're not going to be for everybody.
But I think it's very delicate because you want to make sure that you do date a man.
All right. So we heard that one. I'm gonna say this. Give me a second. So I'm gonna say this. Let me put the big screen on. So both of those pictures, do I think it's mental health? No, I don't think it's mental health. And I'm gonna be personally honest. I just think it's, you love this child like it's your own, man, and that's just how it is, that's how it be. And you can't do nothing about it. Let me tell you something. If you're interested in somebody and a certain person has extra baggage, you can deal with it and see where it goes, or B, just like, yo, I'm good. It's just too much for me. And there's nothing wrong with saying that. It's just like, yo, it's just too much. So don't take rejection wrong. Don't take rejections wrong. And the reason why I say don't take rejections wrong, because at the end of the day, other great things can happen for you. And I'm gonna land by answering the question: do I think is it worth being a step parent? Is being a step parent worth it? as a person that never was a step parent, um helping out a person that you love is it's no different from helping out a person who has debt. You know, I helped my children's mother with, you know, bills and stuff. You know, and it's just at the time, it's just it was out of love. I'm not gonna ask for it, but win my money back. Nah, nigga, keep it. Fuck it. We're not together. Fuck it. Keep it. You know. Um, it's just when you do things just out of love, it's just out of love. You don't. One thing about Black Americans, and I have to say this, is that we don't when we give somebody something, we don't ask for anything back. It's just we giving it because out of love. We're helping you because out of love, you know. And it has and that's what I was raised on. Like Black Americans always helping out other Black Americans, or always helping out their community. This new era of things, I wouldn't say it's not a big deal, but it's something. These are things that you have to think about. Like, damn, okay, you know what type of girl that I'm dating? Oh, she got kids. Okay, does me dealing with her, it's gonna affect the kid, or the kids will affect how the girl is and stuff like that. And like, because some kids could be fucking thieves. They'll steal your shit and stuff, and like flodge your shit around and stuff, and you be like, oh, yo, where's my stuff at? And you find out the kid probably sold your stuff, or stole it. So it's something to think about, man. You don't know if you got a kid that's a collector, a woman who be just stealing your money and stuff like that. Yo, you don't know. You don't know what's going on. You know. All I'm gonna say, man, just if you ever do that, I'll say this: if anybody ever dates a woman with kids, y'all just gonna have to sit down and talk. If anything goes any further, I don't think there's nothing wrong with it, but I do want to say is this is a big step. That's a big step because you're in another kid's life that probably don't have a father. A father can be like one thing I agree with that other guy. He said, "Yo, the father can be ain't worth shit, and that kid will still give that father all the fucking respect in the world, while the stepfather's doing everything and won't say thank you at all." I'm just being personally honest. I have seen it. And it doesn't feel good. I'll say that. It doesn't feel good at all, but that's the shit that we go through, man. And it hurts. Shit like that hurts. But that's why I say you have a choice to go through it and you have a choice not to go through it. I want to start giving my thanks. I want to give my thanks to give me a second. I'm gonna start giving my thanks to Dorsey, E. Will, SP, Bombs Legacy, American Dream Guy, Adam B. Salute, Rando. I also want to give my thanks to Facebook, YouTube, Kick, Rumble, and what else am I missing? Kick, Rumble, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Rumble, and Kick. All five of them. Thank y'all for coming on the show. I'm sorry. I hope y'all get used to this. These are short shows for the Chocolate Man podcast. So we will be doing these I'm leaving on Saturday. I'm gonna figure everything out right now. I got my board right here that I have to figure out some certain things. What days we're gonna do Bronze Reaper Media, or we're gonna do the Chocolate Man podcast. So just saying, hang in there. Just give me one more week and we'll handle all of this. The scheduling. And I want to again thank everybody for all of this. Thank y'all for showing up. Thank y'all for thank y'all for just being on the show. And I appreciate it, everyone. All y'all take care, and I'll see you tomorrow night because we're doing a tomorrow night show, and we might do shots Fridays too. So definitely stay tuned. I'll figure that out too. Give me a second. Put the music on.